Cristiano, I think, had to play the qualifiers for this one. The Open, I mean. But anyway, getting into it, we're going to get into our first game of the series. Map pool is a little different on this one. Just so you know, I believe we have a different map pool. But anyway, spawning in the, once it comes up, upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn in the red, give it up for Machorino's Nightmare. His opponent in the bottom right, he's blue. It is Quanta, our Terran player. All right, guys. Let's go. Little TVP Nightmare going for a low ground. Is he going to go for a fast zealot? Is he preemptively setting up for what he thinks might be Hellions and stuff? We'll find out. So these games were played earlier. I'm just casting them after the fact from replays. At this spot. I can't share the bracket because that has the results. I didn't look myself. I think that has the results because it's a qualifier. But these have been casted. This is the first time they've been seen outside of the players. Players might have written stuff in there. I don't want to ruin it. I'll look at that other bracket after and just ignore it myself because it is partially my tournament. OSC's basically done all of it. I'm on the hook for some money, that's all. $600 event. And I'm sure we're going to end up in a crazy one as we get through it. All right. Nightmare being annoying with his probe. Forced a couple SCVs up. Then forced the 3 is going to be a double gas opener from Quanta. Quanta does like his double gas openers as it stands. I'm not sure if this is on the patch or not. I don't think it is, because this is going to be on the Asian servers. So I don't believe so. We might be in an interesting position. It's an interesting position. I mean, it wouldn't matter. They have the stuff over there, but like, funnily enough, we might be in a weird spot is what I'm getting at. If that's the case. Nightmare, is he going to proxy? He's looking around for proxies is what he's doing. Not going to be a proxy from Quanta. Getting his Reaper together. Waiting for the reactor. He's just going to go hammer out a couple more Reapers and find out. He's not really getting any scouting information from our Protoss player. Nightmare is 100% looking for proxies. He's going for a Stargate opener, by the way. I was going to say we didn't have any Warp Gate being researched. Might have an Oracle opener, maybe some Phoenixes from Nightmare. Quanta on the other hand of it. He's just going right into... Okay, he is opening with Cyclone. So this is on the patch, guys. Maps be damned, we are on the current patch. Whoa, what the heck's going on with my PC? I'm losing some internet. Something's going on here. I honestly feel like it's getting to be time for a new computer at some point here. I already knew that. It's going to be a little rough. Double Oracle, or double Cyclone against the Oracle. Oh, will the Adept get the SCV? No, he's going to be able to save it, though, for now. Cyclones do be a little slower without the upgrade. The Adept's not going back. It's going to be chased down. Not like this, Nightmare. Nightmare. Dropping a shield battery. All right, Quanta going full memes. He's going more Cyclones. How you doing, Kaido? They're going all right. We did Bob the Builder tournament. Now we're doing OSC Masters Cup. Some of it, the Open Masters Cup 148. And this is just the Open qualifier. I had some mistakes. I really didn't plan on this. I planned on it at the last minute. It was kind of a mistake on my end for things I hadn't planned today. I was a little crazy on this. But anyway, we're going to get as much as I can today. I'll set up another event for more, and I'll keep you guys posted. Good to see you, Kaido, by the way. Mr. Caster. Up-and-coming Caster, Kaido. Oof! Oracle. Such a great Terran, yeah. Oracle barely lives. It's kind of rough for our Protoss player. He's going into Blink. The thing I don't like about Oracle openers they're good. You can get a lot of damage. He did. He got 7 workers. That's pretty big this early in the game. Is it really delays your actual attack for a lot of things. If you're not going like Phoenix Colossus, I think against this, he's got to be safe. He's going for Stalkers. Blink Stalkers. It's not a bad follow-up for what he's up against. Alright, the Cyclones are pushing out. Third base being attempted for a Nightmare. Dropping 2 more gates after, so not like a 4-gate blink timing. He's just dropping his extra gateways. He's going to scout. There's some more Cyclones here. He doesn't know if it's all of them, but the other Cyclones go to... Look at how much less health Cyclones have, though, in the armor and stuff. Did you guys see how quick it actually started going on? The Adept actually has a good damage point. A better damage point, at least, against the Cyclones. No, I did want to do that crap. Truthfully. I mean, in a way I didn't, but I needed... Literally taking a break this week a bit. I don't know if I'm going to be... I highly doubt I'm going to do EPT tomorrow. Or... Yeah, if I do anything, it'll be some EPT. Maybe I'll just do some if I'm feeling it. Alright. Third Nexus is going to complete. We got more Stalkers coming. Robotic Facility and Charge on the way. A couple more gateways coming as well. No upgrades yet, which I don't hate it. And now we got tanks coming out too, so it's the whole mech brigade. The Cyclones are bringing their friends. The SCVs are coming along. It's looking very 2-base committed from Quanta. Quanta not playing at mech. Like usually when you're like playing mech, you don't want to build up the economy and everything else. But so far it's looking like it's very, very 2-basey. Charge on the way, but not going to be done soon enough. Still tanks getting picked off even though they're sieged. Oh my gosh. The SCVs getting taken out. GG's called. Nightmare is going to take it in our first game. Very good stuff. How you doing, Laracidone? Oh! Somebody updated the command for me. Thank you. I don't think I did that one. Alright guys, we're going to go into game number 2. I mean, you're not wrong, Flapjack, but today's a little different for me. Just a little different. Alright, anyway. Getting on to it. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Radhuset Station. Representing Maturino, it is Nightmare. His opponent in the bottom left in the blue, it is Quanta. Mass Cyclones don't seem to be good in every match. I can see their places. I can see their places for sure. I think they can debate. Especially earlier on, as I was saying, like, for so long in all of our brains, do you think of a tech lab when you think of a Cyclone? And the big thing is you can switch it up. How does it change in PvT? Well, the Cyclone's built out of the factory directly, meaning you can build them out of the reactor. Secondly, they're cheaper. They're weaker. They had some kinds of... they're just completely... You'd have to look at the balance change for everything. I'm not going to get into all the details. Their armor's worse. Their damage versus armor's higher, though, against... Which is wild. So that's most of Protoss units. They're slower and they need a speed upgrade. So when they first come out of the reactor, though, they're slower. But, like, earlier on, like, against the depths and stuff, they're not as good. Yeah, it's mechanical. I'm sorry, I said armored. Thank you, Laracidone. I did not mean it like that. Just a little tired. We've been going for about 5 hours. I got up early and I didn't even get anything done early because my cat woke me up way heckin' early. Way earlier than I wanted to get up, we'll put it that way. Thank you, Laracidone. That's not what I meant. That's what I said, but it is what it is. It's going to be a Reaper Fast Expand. No, it's a Marine Fast Expand. Quanta's certainly going to go into mech. You know, just a caster flub there, that's all. But yeah, it's mechanical units. And most of Protoss's units said Zealots, High Templar, Dark Templar, and Adepts are all mechanical. In the Archon, of course. The Archon Psionic. So that's a bit of a problem for Protoss. So they are pretty. It does make them viable. They're a little. When you get the speed upgrade, they're faster than they were before. So yeah, I think it is possible to do stuff with it, but you can also debate other builds. You know, Widow Mine drops might even come in and throw people off guard. Is my point. Some stuff like that. But I don't think it's going to be permanently. People are just using Cyclones in mass. The fact they're cheaper can be built out of a reactor means more. So that's the thing. They can actually get to be a little different. Yeah, but they're a lot different still. I mean, it's kind of the same kind of response as it always was. But I'm saying they're a lot different. It's literally a completely rebirth. This is the most drastic change we've seen in a long time. I don't know about the 2 Cyclones hitting that. It's obviously going to out DPS the Adept, but still. Adept, is it going to get it? Oh, almost. Not quite. Nightmare. Narrowly escaping with the Adept. Oh. Hello, Quanta? Quanta probably should have taken that back to repair. Yo, this is cool about this map. Red House set station is kind of cool. You can mine stuff out in the back. There's rocks right here. But you actually have a safe third to take early against a lot of stuff. Look at this, guys. For Terran, for Protoss, for Zerg. You can mine this out. Kind of has Golden Wall vibes, but this is pretty creative right here. This debris field right here. Pretty creative stuff. I like it. I was going to see how much HP's on that. This is definitely a cool map. Alright, it's going to be Phoenixes. Viking coming out. We do have a 4 Widow Mine drop. Cyclones and all the stuff coming out. A little bit more of a mech play this game. Phoenixes are going to be out to pick up the Hellions. You know what? Even a probe could have killed that. Truthfully, a probe 1-to-1 would have beat that. Alright, more Phoenixes coming out. The Widow Mine drops out here, though. We do have a pylon to scout a bit. Sound like a watchtower is going to sit here with 4. Oh my god, it's going to be a Jebate-evac. Oh, he's going to build another one? No. He's just scouting. Scouts it up. Well, we do have a robotics facility coming down. More Cyclones in production, though. Still continuous Cyclone production, apparently, for now. Second factory coming down for a Terran player behind it. Now, let's just say for Protoss, he's just securing his third base in the back. Probe scouts the drop. Oh, look at that. Huge moves for Nightmare. 1 Widow Mine going to stay there unsieged for the moment. I think Nightmare should anticipate. He may anticipate that. Who's going to know for sure on the 4 medevac, 4 Widow Mine drop, though? That is the question. Alright, guys. Getting into her. Got more Phoenixes in production. Got an Observer coming out. Robo Bay. The Forge. The Twilight. We got it all. For a Protoss player. Behind it, it's still just more mech. And there is the upgrade. Speedy Mick Cyclone upgrade. It's a meme. For sure, Angelus couldn't have said it better. It's literally a meme. I think Cyclones were strong and everything else to the point. They had their perp. They were like a utility. I think this is a good meme, though. It brings a change in the game that's pretty significant. I think it's kind of different. Alrighty. Gonna be a Cyclone Hellion Blue Flame Hellion tank push question mark with this single Chad Viking and a single medevac. Widow Mine's peppering across the map a little bit. Observer, is it gonna see this? Not yet. Yeah, I don't know what that Observer's doing. Phoenixes are out, though. He's going to catch a couple of Hellions, or at least a Hellion. Yeah, he's going to catch a few. Has to be careful, though. He's going to need these Phoenixes. Huge component of the army. Phoenix Colossus against mech. Widow Mine's going to be picked up. A little stuff here and there is going to be nice for him to get, but he wants to get stuff like the tanks. Mines are good to catch, too. Obviously, Cyclones would be great. He gets one. Oh. Phoenix is actually doing a good job forcing Quanta back for a little bit. Nightmare does need to buy some time. That being said, the Observer gets taken out 4th base, going down right here. Obviously, Quanta knows about the 3rd base. I don't know what that's about. Phoenix is just saying, heck you, we're going to move across the map. Picking up reinforcements wouldn't be a bad idea. And actually, if he sees this, he might get all 3 Cyclones. No, he's gonna, he needs to defend back home. Oh, the Twilight Council is going to go down before he can get charged. I think it is. We'll see if I'm wrong. Charge would be pretty good right now. He's going to need Zoomy Boys the least before that goes down. And I don't think he has enough to deal with this. Widow Mine, Cyclones, you name it. Oh, yeah, charge is not going to complete. That is going to be denied right at the last second. I don't know how I don't really think this stuff really... They're reworked. They're not like... I don't know. They're a little strong, but... 10-1, they'll tweak it up a bit if it gets to be ridiculous. But I know what you're saying. They made them worse, but finally made them able to play the way Blizzard always wanted them to be played. I think it's... Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's a huge adjustment. So like right now, a lot of us are struggling on things because it's a big adjustment. We've been at a patch like this, and God, forever. So, brings life to the game. On that note. Oh yeah, for sure. Eba almost won it in a way. Like the last game, Nicarak played it pretty heckin' well. Eba played some really good games. We've seen a lot of changes and stuff. We've seen Gumi Ho and Hero in the KSL finals this weekend. On the patch. And World Team... Beomov corrected me. It was... World Team League was the first to have things on the new patch, but you know what? On Friday, the first open tournament, the first... You know what I'm saying? It was KSL that had the stuff on it. It was kind of neat. Alright. Jesus Christ. This Liberator's getting the work, and there's not much our Protoss player can do about it. This is kind of funny to see. Charge just getting done. Oh my god, even more workers going down. This has got to be making Nightmare Maul 12 fallen. DTs are out. Somewhere in here there was a Dark Shrine. Nightmare does love his Dark Templar. And that is pretty wild to see. Another scan. The DTs, the Invisible Men are away from it. Charge Lot's going to split up a little bit. GG's called. Nightmare's going to take it in a 2-0. Yeah, that map is really cool. I'm not going to lie, I really like that map. Oh, for sure, Kaido. The thing is, we always have a little bit of difference here and there. A little bit of difference here and there. Alright, guys. That being said... We'll see what happens. We got another series. Jesus, it's 6. Like I said, I may not be able to catch everything. Let's see here. Ooh, I like this one, guys. You ready for this? This is going to be a spicy one. We have Ryung versus Nice. So that was a clean 2-0 for Mr. Nightmare. I am liking this one. Ryung versus Nice. Yeah, and the funny thing is, even with Hero and Dark in those Kaido, what's cool is they always have different they always have different outcomes. They always bring us different builds. So even though we usually have a lot of them, it's pretty good. Excuse me. All right, here we are, heading into it. Best of 3. This time we're on hard lead or hard lead. Is he gonna hardly lead on? It's Nice. Our Protoss player. His opponent in the upper left. He's blue from Onside Gaming. It's a Ryung. Man, it's good to see Ryung I don't think he has the time to play in KSLs and stuff. It's been a while since we had him. But Ryung versus Nice is a cool one. Our Taiwanese Protoss player against our Korean Terran player. Opening pretty standard. Kind of curious to see how these guys do on the new maps. New maps and new patch. New paps, I just said. Alright, double gas going down for Nice. Interesting. Nice playing Spice. Is he just like anticipating a double gas opener already? It's like, yo, dude, I don't trust Terran. He just going to cheese. Nice brings us some spicy builds. And the answer is, if I was to be a betting man, this is going to be a cheese. And this, guys, by the way, is the OSC, the Online Sports Championship Masters Cup number 148. And I am drawing a blank to it. Guys, if you want to support OSC, exclamation mark OSC. If you're a player looking for stuff, too, for signing up. There's tons of tournaments. We have King of the Hill, Rising Star. Memberships start at $5 a month, and people even get awarded prizes for participation. It's good stuff. They've been around forever. Peg, I believe, was the first winner as they changed from the Oceanic StarCraft League. So if you see stuff from Australia, they're based out of Australia. Big thanks and shout out to them. And Eddie. All right. It's going to be a Zealot opener. We're going to see a Princeton. Oh my God, guys. Princeton University. The meme is back. We're going Tempest, baby. Get a shield battery back home for the Reaper. Reaper's going to just go for this pylon. He knows what he has to do, but the Adept is going to make its way across the map. You know damn well this is going to be no proxy Oracle right there. Another pylon goes down. Oh, nice cheeky maneuver with the probe. I think the pylon may go down. Adept trying to shade across the map. The SCV's there. Oh, yeah. This is wild. Thing is, let's see how this fares. We got a bunker going down up here. We have a factory coming down, so we know it's probably going to be Cyclones at first. It's the thing, Cyclones come out faster, they're slower, their damage points weaker. Curious to see how it plays out amongst these two. I was not expecting the Princeton, guys. Proxy Void Ray for game number 1. The old Dave special. Alright, guys. Shield battery's almost done. It's going to finish up here. Void Ray's getting there. First Cyclone's on its way. Ryung not swapping off the reactor. He's just getting his first Cyclone, but I wonder how he's feeling about this. Got a gateway with it. Ooh, spicy, spicy. Now, Tempest have been buffed too, guys. Something to think about. Tempests are faster. They have a better lateral acceleration, like the that's the mothership. They have a bunch of things with their movement and movement speed. Oh my God, are we gonna see another proxy? That's gonna be shield batteries in the front line. Another Void Ray coming out. Yep, that's another shield battery for sure. No expansion yet for a Protoss. He's going gates though with it. I kind of don't hate it. Oh, the second Void Ray's out. They're putting some work in. The Depth's going to shade back again. Going to be annoying. Do the Cyclones take it out? They do not get that Void Ray. Another Void Ray. Third one coming in. Reactor in some trouble. Looks like we're... Okay, he's got missile turrets trying to get up here. But guess what? It's going to be denied for now. Cyclones trying their damnedest. This is a spicy one. Another proxy gateway. By the way, is about to finish up over here. For Nice. Man, Nice is like bullying. Nice is certainly not playing nice right now. I can picture every Terran in chat just absolutely mauling right now. I actually would have liked this better for Nice if he went into a fleet beacon. Tempest would be good. Alright. Cyclone's not able to take out the shield battery. This amount of stalkers is pretty good too. Oh my God. Looks like there's been a lot of thought put into this. Oh, Cyclone going down. Missile turret's going to be still a threat. That being said, Prismatic Alignment's going to take this out. And oh, the Cyclone, the missile turret, the Marines. Poor Ryung getting bullied. Shield battery running out of energy. There's two in the front. And GG's called. Nice is going to take it. With Proxy Void Ray for game number 1. I was not expecting it. I'm pretty sure you guys weren't expecting it. When I saw the double gas, I knew something was up. We saw that probe. We knew there was going to be a proxy. Very well done. Some cheeky games. Some cheeky games. Very, very cool stuff. Let's see. Game number 2. Uncle Toby. Knew this proxy. You did mention... Didn't you mention that when we were... when we were casting, Uncle Toby? How you doing, by the way? All right. Here we are going into game number 2. Oh, let me get this corrected. In the upper right-hand corner of Hectate. It's Ryung. His opponent, the bottom left. He's red. Give it up for Nice. Alrighty. Alright, new Cyclone's too slow. True, and the damage point's different and everything else. They do their mechanical damage. Someone corrected me. I can't believe I said armored before. They used to be more of an armored, anti-armored kind of unit, but not so much now. Yeah. Alright, guys, as we get into a little bit of pressure, nice cheese in game number 1 hard, and we'll see what happens. All right. Gonna be a pretty standard opener so far from Nice. I think we might actually get a normal game out of him. All right, let's see what we get here now. Little bit of pressure. We got some SCVs chasing down the probe. Look at that nice little block on the CC from Nice. Nice is getting in there, but the Reaper is going to be out. Probably going to take El Probius out in the back of it. Core coming down. Yeah, we've got some good stuff here. All right. We getting there, fam. Barracks factory opener. See what happens from here. All right, Reaper making its way in is not going to do anything. Going to be down here at the low ground. Now he's going to scout it out, make sure there's no bunker with it. Is he going to cancel the shade? He's not. Second Adept is not out just yet. Shield battery's there. He's just fine. Ryung, not able to get much anything. He's getting some information, though. He's going to read that it's a warp gate's being researched. That's actually the important thing to take. He's going to go, okay, it's not Stargate. It's not a robo opener, not anything cheeky. He's going to return back. Actually, he's going to the other side of the map. It's going to be a Twilight opener from Nice. Alright, we are going to have a Cyclone out. Which isn't too crazy. What is interesting is it's going to be 3 Racks Factory from Ryung. I kind of like this. 3 Racks Factory. Interestingly enough, thinking about it, guys. I wonder how that's going to... I have not seen any of those games with the Cyclone. Imagine if we did Cyclone memes with 3 Racks Factory. That could be hit differently. You can go like... Cyclone Widow Mine or something with your bio. It's kind of crazy. Alright, do we have 4-gate blink? No, it's going to be 3-gate blink for now, it looks like. No Robo going down. A Reaper is going to finally go down. Would have anyway. The Adept's down there. Nice. Is he going to Chrono Boost this? Okay, there he goes. Chrono Boost the Blink. Alright, Stim is on the way. kind of standard 3 racks factory timing. He's still going for the tech lab. It's probably just going to be a Marine Marauder tank push. Hopefully he gets into Marauders. He's got Stalkers coming across the map. Alright. Good to see Ryung in this, though, guys. Big fan. Nice, also pretty heckin' good, too. Big fan of Mr. Ryung here, though. The only thing with this is he's not started his combat shields, and he has not dropped an eBay. I mean, 3X factory hits a little differently, but okay, there's the combat shields coming behind it. It does finish pretty quickly. Still, Cyclone just going out to get a little scouting information, poke and prod. It's not the Cyclone of old, so it's not very fast when it's not doesn't have the upgrade, as Uncle Toby pointed out. And we mentioned earlier. Anyway, nice going for his third CC again. Third Nexus. What am I talking about? Go to the Gateway Explosion. Nice, really likes his Gateway Man play. Going into charge right behind the blink. And +1. I like the +1 with it. If you're going Gateway Man a bit, you got to get those upgrades. Faster +1's kind of nice. Especially as concussive shell and stuff comes. And we just finished up the eBay. First eBay, it's going to be a single eBay build. Also to note, guys, Ghost have been nerfed too. I forgot to bring that up. So in this matchup, later game, the EMPs, not as good as they used to be. Something we didn't talk about earlier. Alright, I like this map information from Nice. Does he have enough to hold this charge? Not quite done yet. Ryung going for a nice little drop-a-reno right here. Posturing up. Is he getting tanks out? No, he's swapping around. Okay, hit another what is going on here? He's going to push. Sentries are here, though. Oh, is he going to get force fields? We're a little late, but they're going to help a little. It's one medevac. Going to lose some stalkers, though. Charge not quite done yet. It's going to finish up here. Now he's going to be able to pounce in this a little bit. Blink stalkers cleaning up some of it as well. Okay, that is a hold. +1 finishing for Nice. Ryung going to have his behind it. Hallucinated Phoenix just keeping some eyes on things. Push is coming out again. So he's going to regroup with this medevac. So he's going to have 3 medevacs worth of bio and the Cyclone as he takes his third base. Ryung trying to get some momentum on the map. Alright, that being said, we have +2 on the way for a Protoss player, a War Prism. He's got a lot of gates. I think, what is it, 7 gates? 8 gates. Okay, so he's on 8 gates. Good number. Good number. Pylon is going to be taken down mostly for scouting at this point in time. And I think, yeah, Ryung's going to go look for that other pylon. He's going for free pickings and an element of suspense. It's got 2 purposes. Nice little cheeky 3 Zealot run by. Might actually kill the Cyclone and get a delay on the CC. Oh, no, here come the medevacs, though. This is going to get the Cyclone. Gets the delay on the CCs. Widow Mines and stuff. That's scouted. Medevacs are postured for an assault. Nice. Has to be in a few different spots with few units. Getting that Mortal. I wouldn't have hated him dropping a Templar Archives, to be honest with you. But what's going on in this game? Oh, these Stalkers are there. Is he debating it? Gets blinks. Almost gets a kill. Not quite. Oh, sorry. Misclicked. We got the armor coming. It's just 17 HP on the medevac. That being said, War Prism going to be possibly pretty good. I like the Scouter. Supply Depot. Pretty normal stuff still. Some pressure coming in. Zealots are like, bud. You just got this base. We're not going to let you keep all those workers. We're going to take a few of them out. And we're going to force the army back. War Prism coming in fully loaded. He's going to try to get around in. And +2 is coming on the way behind it. Nice just keeping the pressure on. Ryung over here. Oh, Widow Mine getting some good value, though, on the Zealots. Putting some health damage on there still. At the end of it, let's take a look. Actually, the Zealots are still fighting over here. Oh, my God. Just a small little contingent of Nice's army. Granted, he's not going to have a lot right now. 14 Zealots fall. Still 17 workers in total going down this game. Oh, God, I did it again. Sorry. Ruined the thing. All right. We went back in time. I keep wanting to pull up the battle report, and I said I'd never do it again. On replays, it doesn't work out, especially if they don't use Observer++. We're back into where we left off. Zealots even getting work in the natural, too. Ay. 22 workers have fallen for Ryung. Nice, not lost a single one. He's on 3 bases as well. but 42 to 61 workers. Nice. Let's see. His army supplies dwindling, though. He doesn't have any AoE. He's getting High Templar out. Storm's about to complete here. He's getting +1 armor because it finishes faster. And behind it all, we do have concussive shells and 1/1 for a Terran. But it's +2 for Mr. Nice. Nice. Looks like he's posturing to take a 4th base behind it. Needs to hold this. Don't hate it if he takes it after. But he needs to build up his army supply first. Photon Cannon going to be helping the Ghost. Get some juicy EMPs. Battery overcharge is available, though. Going to help this fight a little bit. The Widow Mines behind could be pretty impactful. That's 4 of them. Still, oh, there comes the Warp Prism. The Viking out's going to be annoying. High Templar land some juicy storms, cleaning a lot of this up. Hitting the Widow Mines. Widow Mines still get some good value. And that being the end of it. That's 3, count them, 3 Widow Mines left. Kind of a crazy set of trades. Ryung massively ahead in army supply. The Stormy boys go down and Archon's morphed. We don't have an observer. Okay, there's the observer. He knows he needs to get an observer. The Pylon's going to scout this. The probe really wants to take a 4th, but it's not going to happen. He's going to see this push. We might have to forego something with this. I don't hate the idea for the Archon. Ghost be damned. Archon still could be alright as long as you don't eat the EMPs. And again, the radius has been reduced. So it is a little bit different. We even have the cheeky Marine here blocking that 4th base. Okay. Alright, here we go. 4th. CC going down for Ryung. That's pretty good for him. Nice. Not able to take a 4th. You don't want him to be down a base against Terran. Sometimes it can work out. We muster up the troops, get the upgrades. He has 2-1. Not too bad. Ryung just going into +2 infantry weapons. Aye. All right, and yeah, we'll see. Nice Stormy drops there. Yet again, Ghost or not. High Templar seeming all right. Even with the MP nerf, I'm noticing a difference. Still got to use the Prism and stuff, but nonetheless, it's not feeling as rough right there. Alright, anyway. Yeah, Widow Mine's getting some damage. They did end up going through. Let's see what that one's got. 4 kills. Some army units, it looks like. Only 6 workers fell for Nice. So Nice has done a good job keeping his workers alive. His economy's starting to suffer. He's getting his 4th. Ryung getting his makes it scarier for Nice. Alright. That being said, we have +2 infantry armor coming. Second eBay is active. Ryung. Nice just on the singular one. Going into +2 armor. Should drop another forge, maybe. Go into 3 after, but realistically, you can go on +3. It kind of evens out, but wouldn't hate to see a Robo Bay going down, but it's hard to when you don't have the economy for it. He's mustering out troops, like I said, and this economy can't really do everything. Zealot's going to be annoying, pulling him back. They almost fight in the center, but the Zealots are enough to force the whole army back. As far as Ryung's concerned, Ryung comes in with a little force. It buys time for Nice. He postures towards his 4th. Ryung pushing to the 3rd, though. Just a few units, a couple shield batteries, and a photon cannon. Alright. Nice is on top of it, though. He knows it's coming. Ghosty boys coming in here. Battery overcharge activated in the back. One don't hate it. There's still a couple Vikings. And we do have Widow Mines in the front. Do we have the Observer still? We do. Okay, the Observer's going to come back. This is going to be cleaned up. Nice cleanup of the Widow Mine. Still behind it all. Yeah, we're getting into 2-2 to 2-2, I think. Yep. Maybe 2-2 to 2-2. Between both of them. In a way, it kind of favors Protoss. Alright, Nice. Coming for a pretty strong push after. He does have 4 base saturation, pretty much. Just keeping it at that. Ryung. Yeah, he's doing alright too. He's got 4 base saturation for sure. Obviously, 3 CC Mule is pretty good too, but... Oh, the Storm's landing on even the Ghost. The EMP's pretty good, but they don't get all the stuff. Archon's still pretty healthy. Do we have another? Yeah, he has EMP still. Would have made the fight easier, but I think there's just too much Terran. Ryung's getting some great trades here. And now we're just getting into the Robo Bay for Nice. Ryung gonna try to clean it all up. The Zealot's trying to do something, not being able to get in here. Force the liftoff on all this. Lots of worker kills by Nice. But at the end of the day, 47 SCVs fell, and he still looks like he's in a lot of trouble. It's a terrifying army from Ryung. Yeah, he's not going to be able to have disruptors out or anything before this. GG's called. Ryung going to take game 2. It's not a walk. Ryung's still in it, an OG player or not. He is doing all right. All right, guys, I'm gonna, let's see what we got. Going on to game 3. This is a game 3. All right, let's go. What am I doing? Wrong side, so it's 1-1. This is match point. Anybody spawning in the bottom right-hand corner needs a point to take it. Golden Aura, it's Ryung. His opponent in the upper left. He's red. The man formerly known as 69. It's Nice. All right, guys. Getting the swing of the things. Got a gateway going down. Pretty standard opener for both so far. No cheeky proxy racks. No cheeky proxies yet. We don't know for sure out of Nice. He's not going for a scout. And neither is Ryung just yet. Still, you know, early yet. We can still see it. I'm surprised Nice isn't. Ryung going for double gas. Interesting, interesting. We got ourselves a series. Oof. And again, guys, if I get behind, like I said, 6:30, keep an eye on the clock because I'm behind on some things. You know how it would be.
Who wants to have some fun?
Just Jordan, thank you for the raid. Guys, make sure you give him a follow. Thank you, guys. I hope you had a good stream, Just Jordan. I saw you recasting KSL earlier on. Had a few things today. Somehow I snuck this in here too. I didn't exactly know it until after we got into the OSC Masters Cup here. Casted all of them? Wow, you madman. Thank you for your work on it. Hope you had a good stream though. And those were crazy games. I didn't see all of them, but definitely a really good one we had this week. Felt like I snuck KSL in as well. Had to be done for Korean. Oh, you did? You've been doing Korean? Did Wardy have you on Korean Real? I know you've seen it, or did you get the replays? Because I mentioned something in chat to Wardy about it, but I was like, I don't have time to cast them right now, but I was going to ask him about that. You didn't want to stream over it. Yeah, I went at the very end because I did 2 tournaments today. I'm not doing the whole thing. This is just the open part of this. Masters Cup's got an open and closed qualifier, and then we got playoffs and finals, semis and finals. Nah, I got you. Well, hey, it's a smart move, even if you're like, yeah, you know, I do the same thing. You try to show Wardy some respect. At least even if you delay it so it's a little bit, if it overlaps a little, that's, you know, there's only so much you can do because there's only so much time for tournaments and events and whatever. You got to look out for your time too, you know. But thank you again for the raid. Alrighty. Yeah, we are into it. Reaper, just gonna get some information. Trying to anyway. It's a stalker opener. Well, actually, where did Dept go? Dept is out. Trying to get some vision. Ryung doing everything on the high ground, so he's still gonna have a good time CC, but did go for that double gas opener. Very standard opener from Mr. Nice. Kind of curious to see what Ryung does this game. Going for a tech lab. He's going to go take his natural. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. One bit, Russ Jordan. Alrighty, guys. But thank you again. And I'm glad you had a good time. It was a sick... Seriously, KSL was a banger. On the new maps, the new patch. All this stuff, too, man. I've got to cast a lot on this so far. Alright. Ryung going for a cheeky little drop. 1 Widow Mine. 6 Marines. You do this like, oh yeah, we're going into Cloak Banshees behind it. Nice. Cloak Banshee follow-up. Alright, Widowmine in some trouble. Is going to be picked up, though. Blink is going to finish here shortly, though. We do have a bunch of Stalkers out. Nice Widowmine defense from Nice. Unironically. This one's set up a little more... A little bit like 4-gate Blink, but not quite. He's definitely going to have a delayed... Nexus.
Just Jordan says nice.
Nice. And look at that. He even did it for 69 channel points, folks. Nice. Nice. 69. Love it. Banshee making its way in. Cloak's going to finish here in a second, but nice Scouter pylons from Nice. Oh, man, that was good. All the memes right there. Another gate going down. Cloak Banshee's here. There is an observer somewhere. I think it's on the other side of the map, though. And, yeah, this Cloak Banshee might be able to get a few worker kills. He's definitely going to get a few. Doesn't have a lot of energy, but we'll be able to get some. Oh, guess what? I lied. The observer is going to be recalled. There's a second observer. Smart man, Nice is. Third Nexus is underway. It's going to be a Marine tank push with the Raven. So when you go for a Raven now, guys, Ravens are a little bit more committed because, well, number one, you can have the Ravens, but if you want interference matrix, it has to be researched. So against Protoss, probably a good upgrade to have in many cases, especially against Robo play. Colossi, you know, interference matrix, good unit. A balance change, I think, from how the game's been balanced and over time how things go. I don't hate it. I think it's a good move. We had a lot of games where Protoss just got folded. It takes away some styles from Protoss. Because your Colossi just get... You can literally take out like 2 Colossi with an interference matrix. And Ravens were lowered in cost and stuff. I think it kind of balances itself out. Just a cheeky wee bit. Alright, that being said, Nice gonna go put a little bit of pressure on. Very light pressure, in fact. But a very good defense from Ryung right here. He's got some siege tank setups going on. His Marines right here with the medevac. And the Raven getting his 3rd CC safely on the high ground. It's kind of evening out a bit. Nice going into Immortals again. Nice. Not usually a big Robo player until like later on. That being said, we have the Warp Prism going down. Nice does have charge, so you can go for Zealot. Zelly Boys is going for a big warp in right here. Some stabby boys coming from behind. Casters are under... What Protoss casters are? I'm really tired. I've been casting for 5.5 hours. And I was up late last night. My cat woke me up at 3 in the morning. Or not 3 in the morning. Whatever. My cat woke me up early. Fat bastard. Oh. Ha! High Templar and Sentry. I don't know. We still got stuff. For argument's sake, we'll call a Disruptor kind of a caster. But yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I must be tired, Fractal Cackle. That's hilarious how I misinterpreted what you said. Yeah. That's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, there we go. From Sibajon, that's what I'd take it as anyway. He's like, only when their name's Dave. Listen. That's why we got Chicken Man and Roddy and Fear Dragon, alright? Anti-armor missile catches a lot of it. That's a huge anti-armor missile. That's one thing you don't need to research with Ravens. I wonder if Ryung maybe forgot about interference matrix. Oh my god, that's another nasty anti-armor missile. The majority army completely Cheeto dusted. Very well done by Ryung, but he's not able to put more pressure to follow it up. Doesn't want to overextend. Even though there's literally like, there's 0 AoE. There's no area of effect for Nice. You know, he's got his +1, sure, but He's trying to go for a timing attack, I think, but it's kind of risky. Immortals are all right and stuff against the Marauders, but at the end of it, and I guess they did have something. Like, look at the barriers getting clicked on the Immortals and stuff. Army supply very much in favor of Ryung. Nice taking decent fights. Oh, losing the War Prism. When he's going for a push like this, or counter push, or whatever the hell, it's not what he wants to have happen. Nice. Look at that micro, though. Look at that Blink Stalker micro. Oh, buddy. Good engagements by both in some ways. At the end of it, I really don't like this from Nice. You're committing so much. You really needed, like, a Templar Archives, even Archons. Like, dare I say it, if you know, okay, I don't have money for Storm, you need Archons. Ghostborn out then, they would have been good. He could have got Storm behind it. I mean, all right, he does have a pretty good army supply now. War Prism number 2 is out. He's not getting more upgrades, and 1-1 going to finish up for our Terran player. He'll catch some stuff here. Is he going to jump into the main base? That's the question. War Prism is lagging behind it. For some reason, it's going to the right side. Zealot warp in, though. It's going to come. No, it's Stalkers. Pure Stalkers for Nice. Nice. What are you doing? We're walking into Marauders. Observer goes down so the Widow Mines aren't caught. And I do believe... look at Ghost. Bit of a scrappy one right here. I don't know. Ryung has a bigger army supply. A lot of that's the Medivacs. And there's so many Stalkers. Losing the Medivacs would be rough. But still, Nice is literally... He's 3 base all inning. Oh my god, he gets the 3rd base. Pretty good stuff from Nice. Still, he has to disengage. He's not teched up behind it. But literally, it feels like a 3 base all in. He's not built a worker forever. 44 to 58 workers. He's going into armor now. No +2 for him. You know how it is. It be what it be. All right. War Prism going out. Army's going to chase this down. He's warping in some Zelly boys. Wants to get some damage done. Ryung built another CC on the high ground and is taking another. Wow, Ryung is playing this pretty well. Not going to lie. And Nice really invested too much in this. I think... See, I've seen Nice do this a bunch of times, and more often than not in the last couple of years. I just don't think he finds as much success more often than not, especially against a player like Ryung. Sorry for the mouse, by the way. The army supply is too good. Nice is trying to get something, but these units just don't scale. Gateway units. Immortals can be alright, but they're usually supplemental to, like, Colossi and Disruptors. Zealots getting as much work as they can. And I think the War Prism didn't go down. He's forcing a lot of distraction back, but he's not teching out, like... He's not teching out of this, even if he's on 3 bases. He doesn't have any extra gas. It's just kind of frustrating to watch. Widow Mines have headlights. Like, maybe they should be able to move while burrowed. Oh my god. That's a terrifying thought. Ay. Like burrowed roaches, but... Alright, there's a Widow Mine right here. He's Nice paying attention. We'll see. He is not. Loses a Stalker and just a couple others. This army's terrifying. The War Prism goes down to the Viking and the Widow Mine. Second War Prism. Well, one behind Dark Shrine. This time we don't have anything else. Yeah. Nice is trying to take a... Yeah, this is not going good for Nice, guys. I'm not going to lie. He's got, like, a bunch of Immortals, kind of, question mark. There's 3. It's not really a bunch. DTs are alright, but no War Prism out to do anything to force anything back. The Raven went down, but I mean, we have CCs for days on the side of our Terran player. The Dark Shrine should have been out earlier. Like, I mean, I really wouldn't have, even if he got gases and saturated gases, just doing all this on 2 gases, it's kind of like the hostile, but if it's the hostile, you're constantly taking Nexi, you're constantly expanding. I mean, Nice is the other Taiwanese Protoss, so a little bit of overlap in the style of Haas, because both players from Taiwan. Nice, the number 2 Protoss player in Taiwan. Oh my god, look at this fight. It's not going good for him. GG's called Ryung. Gonna take it in a 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Ryong. All right. Let's see. What do we got now? We have Ryong versus Nightmare. Ryong versus Nightmare coming right up. Mario Kart transition incoming. How you doing? Like, seriously, dude. Some weird stuff going on here, guys. For sure. Oh, man. I really want to take a break. 6:30? Yeah. How you doing? Guys, I think I might take a few minute break. All right. Guys, do you mind if I take a cheeky little break here? My neck is so... I think I slept like crap. Sorry if you guys heard my neck crack. That's disgusting. But man. Yeah, I'm a little stiff. I need to move around a little. Getting old here, and I need to do some stuff, so bear with me. I'll be back in just a few. Stretch out. Actually, it might be more than just a few. I need a break ski. But we'll get this knocked out. I don't want to take forever. All right, guys. Little bit of a break taken. We're gonna go into a Ryung versus Nightmare. Wait, no, we already did Ryung. Didn't I just do Ryung versus Night? No, we did Ryung versus Nice. Ay, 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 ay. It's the N-started Protoss players. What's up, everybody? The other day, too, was funny. I'm playing teams. I didn't even read chat. That shit was pretty wild. Pretty whack. Let's see how these games go. Ryung versus Nightmare should be pretty good. New maps, new patch. We've had some crazy games in the last couple days. All over the place. But on this stuff, it's pretty cool. Let's see what we got now. Getting into it. Here we are, best of 3, too. This is the open qualifiers. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn in the red, representing Maturino, it is Nightmare, our Protoss player. His opponent in the bottom right, from Onside Gaming, give it up for Ryung, our Terran man, with the tiny Buzz Lightyears, shooting pew pew, pew pew, and the laser boys going zap, 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 zap. Stab, 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 stab. Alright, let's see what we get out of him. Now, that being said, I guess we're going to have a little bit more of a standard opener for game number 1. Bringing a Nightmare. Pretty good, guys. Knight's bringing the Proxy Void Ray back in. Uncle Toby calling it. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's a buff to Proxy Void Ray. He called it. The Cyclones are not good against the Proxy Void Ray, so Proxy Void Ray Tempest, other than Cannon Rushers, could actually be a thing. How you doing, Myrno? What's up, buddy? What's up, what's up? Gamerino. Alright, and I do apologize, guys. Breaks kind of make things interesting mid-series, but I've been casting for a long time today. Well, I should say that. I got interrupted by work, too. We've had it all. We had stress. We had things happen. We've had a lot of StarCraft. A lot of good StarCraft. And, yeah. Vindictus showing us some cool builds, but unfortunately, I think he's going to change his plan on the Cyclone games. We're missing beer. Honestly, I was talking about that. Trust me, I wouldn't mind it. I'd have to run to the store. I didn't do that on the break. I'm trying to ease up on the beer, you know? I had beer a little too much more. All the new maps are pretty. What do you think from a casting side? It's leading for some cool games. Like, playing on them, I've had a rough time, but it's just getting adjusted. We get new maps and the new patch, so it's bringing some exciting games. Because we're not 100% sure all the time what's going to happen as it goes in, even if you've been playing on them a little bit, or watching casting stuff too, but even playing yourself on ladder or with friends or whatever. Even with a heads up before, this patch and the maps together has brought some interesting results. That's my take on it, but I think they're pretty cool. I like the change from the map pool just because it's been sitting around for a long time. It's nice to spice it up. In hindsight, I don't really hate the other map pool as much as I said. It's just the fact that it was time to switch it up, you know. Patch, realistically, but yeah, some of the stuff's nice. Some of the stuff we could do without, in my opinion. I think the Cyclone change was unnecessary. And as we're finding too, people are like, yo, it's gonna be broken. I'm like, nah, it kinda is. Nah, they kinda suck. The other Cyclone, I think, was a little better. Interference Matrix changes TVT as much, but I think it was a necessary change for PVT, just from how all the changes we had over time was. I'm not like... that's a little Protoss bias, I guess, but realistically, from a casting side, too, just thinking of the higher tiers where you're at it, too, it makes the Raven more of an investment, right? Because you have to get the tech lab for the Raven, as you would normally, but you also have to research interference matrix. But as we saw with the Ryung did some smart moves. Ravens still have anti-armor missile, which actually worked out pretty good for him on the previous game, because Ravens were reworked a little bit before. So that actually kind of leads to the previous couple patches together with this one. The Ravens basically been reworked now a little bit. I would say it's almost had that many changes. I hope it leads to cool. I hope we don't end up in like lame TVTs, but in a way, I think it's going to make TVTs in the long haul a little more interesting, because you're not going to immediately have a safeguard against tank pushes. As we usually see, you've always your traditional 3 Raven opener in a lot of games. And that's pretty impactful. But anyway, I'm not talking about the game much. Oracle is going to dive in again. Not able to get much. Oh, the Cyclone doesn't take it out. See the damage point change. The thing about Cyclones, again, guys, they do damage to extra damage to mechanical. When I mistakenly said, I knew this, and I mistakenly said armored units. They used to be more anti-armored units. 3 Adepts being a bit of a menace here. Oracle doesn't really find much damage. It's just getting information, being annoying, but it almost goes down. Nightmare's really going to want to keep that together. He's going into Blink behind this. I mean, I don't know. I'm more of a fan if you're going to go Oracle even. Like, if you're going to go Phoenix Colossus, go Phoenix Colossus. If you're going to go Oracle, it's going to set you back on your tech. Still, Nightmare's making the most of it. He's doing more of a macro opener anyway. He's going to take out the depth. He's going to take out 2 SCVs rather, creating a supply block, delaying the bunker. What am I saying? Doesn't really matter though. He's just buying time, teching up, being annoying, going into a Robo Bay, getting his observer, doing all of it, but keeping the pressure on.
Am I?
It's being a bit of a nuisance.
Am I so sick
days.
that you just blew
Thank
your
you for the
mind?
19 months, my man.
Just subscribed. Boom dab.
Yeah, the guys on the bracket too. It's the second one, the OSC Masters Cup number 148. The OSC is the Online Sports Championship. I have links spamming about it. You can go visit the site. Please follow the Twitch and consider supporting them. There is a link if you got a few dollar dues. But thank you, Days, for the 19 months, my friend. Friggin' legend. All right, and we're on a new sub month. Comically enough, guys, I think Twitch September prices should be the same price all the time. In my mind, that's the cost of a sub, or should be. With the same distributions to the streamer. I think that would be better for everybody. I bet you Twitch might even somehow make, in a weird way, make more money. Even though, you know, it favors the streamer, they're getting less per sub, but I think the volume would be better. It would be kind of a wash. It'd be a better way to make things a little more equitable for both parties, and that all parties. Twitch, chat, and streamer. All right, anyway, we're rambling on. It's been a long day. Pylon is getting taken down. Medevac making its way into the natural. Couple stalkers morphing in. We do have the Colossi. Nightmare going to make his way back. Sharking around a little, but not really. He's just posturing out. He sees the scan. Nightmare getting in position. He might want to go in the middle of the map. Okay. This could be another thing, too. He is going to get in here. Looks like Nightmare is posturing to take a 4th base. The macro opener like this. Almost there. I say greedy opener. It's not quite. He's not going to get it just yet. He knows the push is somewhere. So he's being safer not to just drop it down. And it is going to be taken down. Nice cancel in the pylon, though. Even though he needs it or whatever. He's going to lose the other one. A lot of charge lots, but that's a good amount of Widow Mines behind it. Oh my god, is it still one more uninterrupted? Tank doesn't even go down, but he does hold the push, deflects it for a second, buys himself some time, and he's going to go push out. Nightmare with a pretty big army supply himself. He has the Observer to scout a lot over here, too. Oh my, what a death. It's a lot of units killing just one Marine. What a horrific way to die if you're that guy. Imagine that. You're just taking a stroll. You got split up from your unit. And, he said unit. Alright, anyway. And you just die to giant lasers and a bunch of stabby aliens. That's got to be a painful way to die. All right, we got Vikings out now, too, for Ryung. Nightmare. Threatening. But Ryung still at a good spot, too. He does have his armor coming, but it's a double forge for Nightmare. I like this fourth base setup. It works out for him. He was in a great spot to take a fourth once he held the push. I think technically he could have taken it, but that worked out a little better for him. But he didn't rush it. He was like almost ready to, and I'm glad he didn't for his sake. All right. Ryung going to push out. The Adept's going to scout. This goes down. There's units out for day. Okay, Disruptor. Wait. The most blind purification nova I've ever seen. That's pretty hilarious. He's like, well, there's a medevac of Marines here. He's going to be pushing up. Ryung's a little smarter than that. Still, it's double Disruptor production. And the funny thing is, though, Ryung doesn't know about the Disruptors just yet. Maybe anticipated. And we do have the Raven going up for some harass. I didn't even see that. Did he even get anything? We got one probe. That be it. And it's going to be a Widow Mine drop behind. Oh my god, this could be... Okay, he's going for the rocks. I was all excited that we'd be like, oh, look at this. Beautiful catch. And what do we get? Instead, we get... He's going to take out the damn rocks. Behind it all, 3 Widow Mine drop. Going to make its way in. Raven's still out. Group of Marines. Ryung's trying to find all sorts of damage. One Widow Mine makes it down. Nice pull. There's a photon cannon as well behind it, outside of range of it. And the medevac is still going to be annoying. That being said, an army push... Going where Nightmare's out of position for now. Isn't scouted. I love that Zealot in the grass, though. Sneaky little moves from both. We got a Zealot here, too. Trying to see if a fourth base gets taken. Widow Mines around. It's kind of good little positions from each. Nice little harass attempts each side. We do have a photon cannon in the mineral line, but not in the base right there. Oh, Widow Mine goes down. Disruptor's out, though, and boom! Points up most of the Marines. And on the other side of it, we got a big fight. The Colossi, it's only 2 of them, are going to walk right into the Vikings. Still good blinks. 2 Marines getting a lot of damage done. And by the way, behind it, there's a drop over here. Catching question mark? Question mark? What was caught? Let's take a look. I'm not going to risk the battle report because we're on replays. And no real structures, some shield batteries, etc. That's about it. Medevac's empty now from the Widow Mine drop. This guy has 1 Marine in it, and it's very injured. All right, let's go. Ryung wants to get this 4th base. He's long distance mining. He might be able to pick off these SCVs. It's a little bit of collateral. And a decent couple. I don't hate those blinks. Did a lot of damage to the medevacs. I wouldn't have hated a Templar Archives in addition to this game. It sounds crazy with Ghost, and the reason is, outside of it, it's the feedbacks. It's about the feedbacks. Could have taken out the medevacs after the blinks, etc. They come into play. The feedbacks alone worth it. Sneaking in some Archons after, and obviously now how Ghosts are. It might not be worth it. It might not be a bad idea for Storms. Even later. Widow Mine gets some good value. Yeah, but the Disruptor does take it out. Dark Shrine coming down. More cannons. Nightmare's not maxed. He's got the money. I'm surprised he's not building more units. He's getting upgrades. Oh, anti-armor missile lands. Nice Nova, though. Holy shit, that was a beautiful split on the tail end of it. I thought that was going to be massive, but oh my god, it's 6 splits from Ryung. Dear Lord, that's a good game. This has actually got some cool shit going on this one. Lots of, like... It's been lots of attempts. No contacts in some cases. Some stuff that would be scary normally didn't end up working out, but still... Lots of crazy stuff happening. Oh, the Liberators, the EMPs are beautiful. The Disruptors are going to start to fall, I guess. The Colossi have stayed alive a long time this game. This one's about to die, though, as I say that. Zealots denying the 4th base, getting 7 worker kills, and even living to see another day. Behind it, we have Shadow Stride. We do have 3-3 for our Protoss. That being said, we have 3-3 for our Terran player, Mr. Ryung, doing pretty good with his infantry upgrades through it all. Ryung constantly getting pressured by these Zealots over here. I like the splits off. We're looking for positions. The Widow Mine right here, almost staring down a Zealot. Wait, why are the Zealots going back again? He wants to damage the command center. I don't know, bud. Oh my god. That Widow Mine. Alright, he knows it. He's like, get heck, Widow Mine. That's pretty cute, the Widow Mine there. Cute little play. All right, anyway. Planetary Fortress going to finish up, but there's so much air. The Liberator is going to be a bit of a problem for Nightmare. Nightmare keeping the pressure on. Going in with a Warp Prism into the main base. There's a couple more. Yep, he's got a lot everywhere. Oh, wow. This Warp Prism needs to stay alive. Will it finish? Oh, that's a lot of lost money. That 40 Zealots fallen in total, but that was so many Zealots dying in addition to losing the Warp Prism. Not like this, Nightmare. That was a very, very, I hate to say it, a very sloppy move. We're getting a mothership minus 300, minus 300 now, guys. Not really. Actually, I feel like they got a lot of utility. I don't hate it. I like the move. That means you could get into Tempest and stuff, too. They no longer use mana, so they're actually spellcasters, but their abilities are on cooldown now. So it's something to note. They're cheaper, they're slower, they're a little less health, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they actually have cooldown-based abilities now. Funnily enough, somebody mentioned spellcasters feeling a little whimsical lately. I will say this. They basically... I don't know. They got into something. Anyway, Stalker's pushing out. Disruptor's hitting something. More and more. Oh my god. More and more falling here. This is a huge, holy shit. The Fist of Ryung going down. Onside Gaming. Holy shit. It's quite the kill on that 4th base. He gets a lot of probes. 15 and more are going to fall after behind it, I'm sure of it. Disruptor's trying to catch this. Nice hot pickups and some of that. Pretty good stuff. This one Zealot trying to fight at Planetary Fortress. I don't know about that, mate. Anyway, Army Supply in favor of Ryung still, but... Oh my god, do these Disruptors land nice splits? Ryung's showing some amazing, very impressive splits this series. Oh, Disruptors finally making a connector. So many of them. Guess what? It's a pincer attack. The Army Supply really faltering for Nightmare. I think Ryung's in a pretty good spot, but Invisible Men do be a thing. Is there a missile turret? There is. The DTs with Shadow Stride hiding here. Mothership comes out. Nice slow field zone, but guess what? There's nothing really here to fight it. Oh, guess what? Remember the storms I talked about that came later in? Not catching the bulk of the army. Hey, look at how the Mothership moves around now. It's more like the ant ship than the Mothership. It is smaller, too, but it is kind of funny to see it actually having some utility, but there wasn't as much there. I think if the High Templar were a little more together, he caught it. Just situationally, if it was a little different, I think he could have got a lot more juicy storms. Still, Protoss being down this much in bases as Ryung goes down and the trades that happen means less economy. If you see here, big spike for Ryung. Big dubs for Ryung right there in the fights. 45 to 58 workers. I don't know, mate. I don't think Nightmare's got it, guys. He's going to hang in. I feel like Ryung is just too well set up. I think Nightmare's stabbing off the inevitable. Invisible Men going in. Are they going to blink on top of the Planetary? They are, but you don't want to trade this off for Planetary IMO. Yeah, it's not even going to take it out. GG's called. Ryung takes it in game number 1. Pretty cool stuff. Some good games. Pretty good games. All right, we're going to go into game number 2 now. Game numero 2. All right. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Solaris in the red, representing Match Reno, it is Nightmare. His opponent in the bottom left in the blue, Terran SCVs, is Onside Gaming's Ryung. All right, we got a little scout going out from Nightmare. Solaris this time. Nightmare doing like we saw in some other ones. I don't know if this is going to work too well on Ryung. Going for a low ground. Maybe expecting a double gas this time. Young just opening pretty standard so far. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does. We will have to see what he does. And we're going on 6 hours in the stream. Jesus Lord, I've been streaming too much lately. It's a good thing I'm taking a break finally this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not taking the whole week off, but I may or may not. I think I'm edging toward I might just hide tomorrow and not even go on to anything on Twitch for what change at night. Man. Got a lot on my plate that I didn't get to. Alright, anyway. We had some good StarCraft today. Got another series after this one. The OSC Masters Cup number 148. Still ongoing. Alrighty. We are going to get a CC here. Probe's going to be annoying, though. Doesn't get the immediate delay on it. Ryung's right on top of it. Saves the SEV. Probe's going to be forced to go back for a minute. And it's going to be a Reaper fast expand for Ryung. Everything looking pretty normal on the side of Nightmare, though he is, I don't know. I don't usually care for the low ground. Obviously, Hellions be a thing, but how stuff shifts around for some builds, it sets you up for some pain and suffering. I think against Ryung for a while, at least, he'll be fine. Factory going down. Possibly a 1-1-1. We'll see if it's 1-1-1. 3 racks factory or a cheeky 2-1-1. I don't think it's going to be. We'll see, though. All right, depth force to go back to deal with the Reaper. Reaper has red in his eyes over this probe. Now going on to the other one. Nice micro from Nightmare, however. I don't know about that shade. He's done a good job keeping the... Oh, my God. Did he ever do a good job defending? A little bit of lost mining time. Because in a way, I think that was worth it. He was right back to mining. Absolutely bodies that Reaper. And as it goes on, we have a bit of a macro game. All right, it is going to be, well, probably 3 racks factory. We'll see if I'm wrong. Oh, look at that. Ryung is so good. It is going to be 3 racks factory. Ryung is so good. Just the little stuff. He's like always on top of, like, hear me out. Earlier on in the game, too, it's the first 5 minutes. Pulls the mule right away after so it doesn't take any minerals inadvertently and everything else. He's just watching everything. Nightmare as well. These guys be pretty good. Love to see it. Adept still alive. Is this another Adept, actually? Am I losing my mind? Let's take a look. Nope, same Adept. Didn't take a lick of health damage. Hellion going out. We do have a wall. Stalker's out. Second Stalker's gonna pop here before the Hellion comes out. Yes, it is mostly walls. Still enough to cause a problem. Nightmare just shading, trying to get information. Sees the Hellion going into a tech lab. Couple tech labs. Nothing on the factory just yet. There's no scout on the tech or build out of Ryung from Nightmare. Hellion survives for now. Stalker's kind of pushing out, and it's going to be a 3rd Nexus from Nightmare. Let's take a look. Robotics facility finishing up. He's just got 2 gate. Standard as standard could be, y'all. Well, Nightmare finally had enough of his Adept. He's like, you know what? We're throwing it away. Alright. Ryung's starting to hide some of this stuff, and yet keeping some things there on the main base just in case stuff spirals out of control. Going for a reactor on the factory. I think he's just going to swap immediately with the starport. Factory going downhill. And we're going to have stem and combat shields. Yep, there we go. 2 medevacs coming. So he's going for a different kind of push. 3 racks factory. Kind of just making sure he had units out earlier. Getting the stem and combat shield started. Still kind of equals out. Robotics Bay and Forge from Nightmare I kind of like. Dropping a couple of gates. Getting into charge. Oh, beautiful stuff for Protoss as well. I like the 1 Stalker here. Scouting for a push, scouting for anything. He doesn't have a full read on the situation, of course. It's going to be a double medevac drop. It's a 3 racks factory into what would kind of be like a 2-on-1, but it's got 2 Marauders. So that +1 combat shield is definitely going to be finished by the time he goes across. I don't know about +1, but combat shield certainly will. A lot of these gates finishing. Guys, I'd like to point out this is a very Artosis pylon over here. Oh my god. Medevac's trying to get some shade going in. Flying around, zipping around into the main base of Nightmare. If Ryung takes it, it's a 2-0 clean sweep. He's going to advance. Just to point it out. Nightmare not, Ryung not going for third base just yet. I don't think he has to. You don't really with this build, but the difference 3 racks factory, it's not uncommon. If it's 3 racks into 3 CC, that's a little different situation. Completely different build, but hits similarly, but a little more cost effective. Well, you're not like as committed. All right, another drop going into the third base. Good job by Ryung. He saves a medevac. Doesn't get too much done right there. Actually got 9 probes somehow. Where did 9 probes fall? Oh, yeah. No, he did get 9 probes going into that. That was actually kind of worth it. Some big damage. Got some of the stalkers through. 7 stalkers fell. Army supply very much in favor of Ryung. And this other double medevac push. He's going in. He's coming from the top. He wants to get these probes, rather. And has to be careful of the Colossus. Here does stim on top of it. Doesn't get enough damage. Nice blink micro on the other hand of it from Nightmare. Nightmare losing a lot of probes. Still has his 3 bases. He's all right there. 3rd CC coming down for Ryung. Ryung going to finish his +1. Just now getting concussive shells right in with it. That does help out our Terran player. He's going into a Ghost Academy, of course. On a bad move from Mr. Ryung. Alright, with that being said, we got a little bit of charge lots out as well. Colossus. Oh my god. Imagine if there was a push coming here. Wait, is this a miss rally? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is he doing? What is he doing, mate? Oh my god, he sees the, this with the observer. Oh, no. Alright, 2 zealots. That's not anything overcommitted, to say the least. It is going to be a double Widow Mine drop. Observer scouted this. The Colossi make their way back. Again, funnily enough, Nightmare playing like the other game. He goes with literally just 2 Colossi in his build. Usually you have 3. I think he should go for the 3rd Colossus before he gets into Disruptors. I mean, Disruptors are good. I think the 3 Colossus counts very important against Terran. When it's all said and done. Nightmare going for +2. Getting his 2nd robotics facility. Finishing up here soon. So he can go for double Disruptor production. He already got 1 out, I believe. Yeah, he did. And he's kind of catching up a bit. He lost a lot of workers earlier. He's still pumping them out 3 at a time. That being said, so is Ryung. Alright, guys. Big push moving across the map for Mr. Onside Gaming's Ryung. See what happens here. Alright. At this point, though, I'd like to see Nightmare just hammer out on what he's got. He can still build some probes. Doesn't have to rush a 4th base because of everything. If he gets more army out and then squashes it, then he can go for a 4th base. This is my take. Don't have to do whatever, but I think that's going to be the case. His army supply's getting a little bigger. We may have to get some more gateway units in. Zealot scouts the push, though. Thing is, I think he's going to need... Widow Mine is so good. Right there. Ay. Widow Mine taken out. He knows the push is around. And, alright, now taking the 4th base right there, I don't hate. He's down an army supply, kind of to be expected. Not, like, horribly, and he has a good amount of gates. Only 7 gates, actually. That's the thing when you only have 3 bases. He's got to, like, do the base count. But he can start dropping some more as he gets into this. He just needs to situate the 4th at this point, for sure. Ryung getting his 4th base as well. Is a little further along. Obviously not on location. Widow Mine here to deflect against charge lots is pretty nice. Out of Ryung. He's so well prepared. Ooh, I don't hate the disruptor splitting up a bit, but that being said, oh, Colossi helping out take out one of the Vikings. Zelly boys do take a hit right here. It's a lot of army back at home for Ryung. Army supply is actually even. The worker count's low for both. And Nightmare and Ryung both banking a bit. You stop building probes, and in a way I don't like it because, yeah, look at this. The army supply is going to be big for both of them. So that means big fights, but at this point, I feel like Protoss can split off a bit. Okay, so guys, I'm just remembering something right now I didn't think about. So here's the only downside. Let's take a look at how many disruptors there are. He gets the cheeky Marine. This is 7 disruptors. That's 28 supply of disruptors. Disruptors now cost 4 total supply from 3. That's an additional 7 supply cost for our Protoss player. So he's maxed out. That's actually that's a nerf to the disruptor. Some of these things overall I don't mind it, but like think about that. When you're in the late game, that can be kind of big. And his medevac's still there from earlier in the game with the stalker spin down. Okay. Okay, I forgot all about that. That's hilarious. Didn't even look at that. Pylon's gonna scout this push too. But there's a bigger push coming on the side. Oh, medevac's going to the main base. The stalker's chasing it down. Ay. And that Artosis pylon. Oh, Ryung, catch it. Ryung's not paying attention, but guess what? There's too much going on. The disruptors. Oh my god, are they gonna catch anything? They're gonna get some big shots, but most. Oh my god, that was such a huge catch for Ryung. Now he sees the Artosis pylon, and oh, Nightmare. Feeling the nightmares of losing 4 Zealots with it as well immediately. Dark Templar trying to get out. The Dark Shrine is not targeted. We're not morphing in DTs. Actually, Nightmare should have morphed in DTs. He has the money for it. Just a couple DTs right there would certainly get some things. Actually, DT's at the front if he has to. He's a little behind. Oh, Disruptor kills his own Zealot, which died actually right before anyway. Losing all those Disruptors before was very rough. The 2 Colossi still alive from earlier. That's all he had. But a lot of this going down. Oh, the upgrade getting denied even more. Double Disruptor production against DT's going ham over here. But guess what? The Liberator's going to take him out with the scan. There's so many CCs going down. Ryung playing like an animal. Oh my god. Fractal Cackle, true. It do be a nightmare. And Artosis gets a little bit of homage, a little bit of homage right here in game number 2 as the pylon gets disintegrated. And actually there are some gates, there's all sorts of stuff going down. The gas, Nightmare is certainly in a nightmare right now. These are Terran players taking extra bases. 5, 6, 7, 8, all sorts of CCs. Yeah, he can drop more production. He's got double Starport Liberator coming. Does have his 3-3 on the way. Nightmare is going to catch up to his +3, but I don't know. It's not looking good. Do we have ship weapon? Okay, we have ship weapons +1. I don't think it's going to matter. Nightmare is in some trouble. Missile turret coming up too. Oh, yeah. He's going to probably need those DTs. Nightmare not paying attention. Nightmare. Oh, Disruptor catches something, but whoa, no, the balls. What are we doing, dude? You're just throwing them into DT's trying to clean some of this up. Chiseling away, slicing and dicing at the Orbital Command Center. Shadow Stride's done, I believe. Yeah, he added earlier. And the +3 is going to finish up here, but goddamn. Nightmare just threw away so many Disruptors in this game. 13 Disruptors fell, 1 summon in an instant, and down here, that was definitely a mistake. Still, can he fight and win it over here? And just a bunch of the army. It's a lot of Terran army, though. The Liberators being annoying. The Stalkers, unfortunately, disjointed in the back. The DT's getting EMP'd. He should have made Archons. He should have made Archons. Morphin Archons right there would have been huge. DT's helping to clean some of this up. But you know what, guys? The supply don't lie. We're going to see a hold for a bit, but it's not just the supply, it's the bases, the medevac that earlier put so much harass on, it's going to go down. GG's called Ryung, taking it in a 2-0. Very well played by Ryung. Oh my god. Very well done. 2-0. Taking it on a clean sweep. Last series, it's a PvP. It is a PV frickin' P. Is it going to be a game 3? We're going to wrap it up quick. That's the question. Going on to it. Game number 1. It's Nightmare versus Nice. Nice versus Nightmare. Let me just update the title. We'll get into it. 6.5 hour stream on a day that I wasn't going to stream. I was going to stream something like... I snuck this in, but this is a good tournament. It's got some skin in this one too, so... Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn in the red. Give it up for Nightmare from Maturino. Back at it again. And his opponent in the bottom right. He's not Haas. He's the other time when he's Protoss. Give it up for Nice. As Just Jordan did when I said that Nice is playing nice. And then he did the 69 channel point TTS for it. The memes be real. When you get it all together. Alright. It's going to be a standard 2-gate opener, I have a feeling. Though we've been bamboozled before with the high ground 1-gate expand. Not the safest play when you do that, but... Max Pack's a player that's done that plenty of times. Neither of these guys, I don't think so. So, yeah, it's going to be a 2-gate opener from each. Curious to see what these guys bring us. If we get a clean sweep, if we get a... I will say Nightmare is the statistically favored player. So if you're rooting for the underdog, if you're rooting for Nice. Oceanborn. What a map, too. We got the flying whales. And all the rest of it. Alright, guys. Here we are. After this, I will say, yeah, thank you guys for all the support today, too. And appreciate those of you hanging around, lurking around, whatever you're doing. Good showing. And had some raids and all that stuff. Do appreciate. And you've endured my many shitty ads. Those of you that are not subscribed. So do thank you. Seems like a douche move, but like I said, at least you get some good content that way. Take some time away from this old bastard. Alright, double Adept opener from Nice. Nightmare going for double Stalker. Kind of curious to see if we get a Stargate out of Nice or what. Looks to be an expand. Potentially. We don't know for sure. And guys, today, earlier on, we got to see Eric Fire. Speaking of that, I'm just thinking 3-gate Robo out of my head there. Seeing Eric Fire play... Jesus. Play macro games. He played an in-maze 3-gate Robo, couldn't get a proxy out, and then after he shocked us all, and he took down Disc of all people, my man Disc. And honestly, I think that might have been a bit of a debate too. Disc was not expecting 2 macro games back-to-back, but Nightmare played very solid ones. This comeback game, game number 2, is extremely fun, but it probably the coolest PvP series I've seen in a minute. One of the coolest, if not. I've had a couple of them. We get spoiled every so often and not just get stuck with the same humdrum stuffs. Alright, it is going to be a Robo from Nice. Not proxied. We don't see a 3rd gate. Not as command. Okay, now we do. It's 3-gate Robo from Nice. See, I say that. I summoned the 3-gate Robo. There's no proxy Robo. Adepts are going to find a lot of trouble. Disjointing the Stalkers, though. This is going to be an expand from Nightmare. A very heavily delayed expand from Nightmare. Wait, what is this? Nightmare doesn't have any tech. So, other than the Nightmare literally has no other tech, and he only has 2 gates. I'm just shocked to see this. Why didn't he drop a Twilight or a Robo or a Stargate? Especially a Twilight or a Robo, though. That's kind of crazy. He's such a late natural. And only if he can hold this, let me tell you guys, that's actually quite impressive. All right, Gateway's going to finish up nice. And Nightmare at a 47 supply cap for the moment. Nexus going to finish here. Seems like a 6 Stalker and a Nexus pressure, yeah. But still, no other tech. Like, normally... Nah, normally you still are getting something with it. He got delayed. The Adept pressure, I think, put something on him. But you're not going to be that delayed. That was a 330 with no tech behind it. Yeah, he's just getting his Robo now. They're having the Robo is good. But I'm just saying, on the timing, it's going to take a while for the Immortal to come out. He is getting a second shield battery. I like this. The Adept pressure was at least good for nice there. It's not like a huge army supply. But still, the big thing is the extra gate. The Robo is definitely not bad. Oh, he's going Observer. That's a problem. Oh, yeah, Nice is definitely going to try to... The Stalkers are right there, though, in position. Guess what? There's Big Daddy Immortal right here, though. He's going to drop the 2 sentries in the Immortal. Oh, no, the barrier's activated. Oh. Interesting. You use the barrier immediately. Oh, the Warp Prism goes down. Hello. In an instant. Things go really down south for Nice. A little bit of Miss Micro. His Warp Prism... derp down. Now all the probes are going to surround the Immortal. The push is ended. One base all in is very... what it is. A very quick one for game number 1. We're going on to game number 2. Again, the last series for today. And I'll be covering. Yeah, it was a Miss Micro. The Warp Prism derped in front of the army. And consequently, was immediately sniped by the Stalkers. That's all she wrote for game 1. A quick one. Going into game number 2. Here we are in the upper left-hand corner of hard lead or a hard lead. It's a hard lead life. Give it up for Maturino's Nightmare. His opponent in the bottom right, our Taiwanese Protoss. It is Nice. In the blue. All right. Yeah, Pashka. It could have been much worse if Nightmare didn't have those 3 Stalkers. Yeah. And honestly, other than that, it wasn't just that. Like, yeah, he might have been able to survive it if he didn't have the pressure right there from the 3 Stalkers. It was a great setup. That was basically what Nightmare needed to just have a quick win condition, that's for sure. Pulling the probes was actually 200 IQ, too. That's a very smart move. Nightmare... So he's already going to do something dastardly. I think anyway. Maybe not. He's just going for a Gate Scout. Nice is not worried about a Gate Scout. He's not worried about any scout. All right, let's see what happens in game number 2, guys. Gonna be another 2 gate opener from both. Is it gonna be another all-in? And, I don't know. So we'll find out. As we end things on this Protoss versus Protoss. Alrighty. All right. Anyway, give me 2 Stalkers in the Warp Gate. And that'd be it. I think we may get a macro game here, but it was an in-base 3-gate Robo last time. Nightmare going for a proxy. He's up a point. Maybe he wants to end it quicker. Might be a proxy Stargate from Nightmare. Could be DTs. I've seen Nightmare do it before. Okay, it's going to be a proxy Stargate versus a Stargate. Stargate versus Stargate. Here we are, folks. Already prepped and ready to go toward the main base. It's a little more... I'd say a little more standard, but one or the other, maybe more committed. It's about the same. And have a delayed nexus for both. Depending on what we do. Alright, Nightmare with the Christian or opener, kind of, as I call it. Not really. I mean, actually, it was the second. A little different. He's got an Adept after. The Adept's there to confirm if he takes a nexus or not. The Adept scouted, though. That's literally the point of that Adept. Alright, probe from the proxy. Stay out to check on some things. You're nibbling on the ears of your cat. Okay. So Nightmare does confirm there is no nexus. That being said, it's Oracle versus Oracle. Both at the same time. Nexus a little later for nice. Alright, Stalker's kind of hanging around here. He's sharking along. Has no idea it's a proxy Stargate. Oracle is out. From both of them. This one's quite closer. He's gonna shark in. Is he gonna get some big kills? 2 probes fall. Forces a little bit of lost mining time. 4 probes fall. 5 probes fall. Doesn't get kills. He might lose the Oracle. Does not lose the Oracle. Oracle number 2, not a thing. Oracle on the other side getting 5 kills. Alright. Now he's getting some good damage, actually. Getting... Or no, actually 4 kills, rather. Getting some okay damage, I guess, but lost mining time as well. 6 go down at total for Nice. Nice only catching 4 off Nightmare. Not in game-ending damage. Definitely better trades for Nice. Or for Nightmare, rather. Nice coming in for round 2. Gonna try to debate him. Is there another Oracle? Okay, Phoenix is coming out. Kind of a smart play from Nightmare. He wants to take out the Oracles. Oh, no, that's a little unlucky. Not like this. Nice. He's going to be chased down, but I don't know about that. He's going to be chased down by the Phoenix. Oh my god, this one Adept actually never went down. Is going to be in some trouble. The Oracle's in more trouble. The ref tag's out. Kills the probe. I don't know about this. Wait, he's going for the Oracle, not the Phoenix, but yeah, he's not going to be able to kill the Phoenix, really. Wants to get that Oracle. Oh my god. This Oracle goes down. That's a little bit rough. Nightmare going into the Twilight Council behind it. Trying to get into that blink. Presumably, anyway. Alright, let's see what happens here. Well, we'll say this. It's a 2-base game, at least so far. We're going to go on for a while. The question, Nice going for another Oracle. How about that? He went Robo behind it, too. Yeah. Alright, I like the stasis wards. He's setting up for a 3rd base. Ah, but that's finished right in time. Nightmare's not going to take the bait. Not going into blink just yet. Okay, right as I say that, he does it. Yeah, Nice didn't realize the proxy. He just didn't notice it. Oh, I love the hallucinated probes. 200 IQ play, gets a little information, pokes in ahead. Blink just getting started. We got Big Daddy Immortal coming down. Nice, not as horrible of a spot this game, but still, losing the Oracle was rough. He lost 10 workers in total. That's not fun. Gonna lose the pylon. Yeah, but that pylon after, it's not so much like you're gonna have to worry about the Stargate as much at this point, in my opinion, as it is that you have a proxy pylon. You can do all sorts of cheeky stuff. Alright. There you have it. Double Oracle going in, but there's going to be a Stalker warping. Shield battery just getting dropped. 2 Oracles going to get some worker damage that Nice desperately needs to find. Oh, man. 6 workers falling for Nightmare. Nice pushing in, gets a Oracle. Very swift moves by our Taiwanese Protoss player. Yeah, there's going to be no 3rd base taken by Nightmare right now. 6 o'clock position base taken. A bit of a positioning, or a bit of a commitment, because Blink's going to finish right now. Even though he has 1 Immortal. Nice has no Twilight behind this. That was actually a sick attack. Very, very sick attack. Alright, now it comes down to Warp Prism Micro versus Blink. That's a problem. Is he gonna lose? Yeah, he's gonna lose the Warp Prism with 2 Stalkers in it. Oh, nice. After some really good plays, still trying to put pressure into the Oracles. The Stalkers there defending it. He does keep them, as we can see in the mini-map, but still, recall is not gonna be enough. Saves some of it, misses one of the Stalkers. Nice in a kind of bit of a predicament. Just now getting into a Twilight and Forge. Does have a 3rd base. Almost done, but I don't think it's going to matter. The Oracle's trying to catch collateral damage, but you know what, guys? Nightmare down on workers or not, he's got the army supply. Could potentially push up here. Maybe not. Again, he can reinforce with gates. Going into a robo himself. All right, that being said, nice trying to get there. It's just going to take him an eternity to get blink, it feels like. Still, third base finishing up. Not too bad for him. Hasn't been building workers for a while. Actually, we can start moving some of these guys over. Hey, what up, Rachel? Rachel back. And this is the end of it, guys. Potentially the last match. I don't know. We'll see. Could be the last match. Could be up to a game 3. Could be a reverse sweep for Nice, but how it's looking, it's a very good attack from Nightmare. Nightmare hitting on 2 fronts. Is going to be deflected on the left, but 10 workers falling is not what Nice needed. Isn't even able to start blink. Oh, nice catch on 1 stalker at the end of it, but Nice is now looking a little behind in some ways. Third base going down is going to finish for Nightmare. Nightmare put on a nice little bit of hurting. I'm not going to lie, that was pretty good. Going into the main, poking around at the third, splitting up the army. He just kind of out-multitasked Nice. But still, Nice had some really clean plays this game. The Oracles in the main, the Stalker, a mortal pressure in the Nat. The fight ended up not going in his favor. If he got, like, right the hell out of there after, I think that would have been better. He really tried to take a fight he couldn't win. But, I mean, he kind of got... Situationally, he was kind of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Nightmare would have... Yeah. And Nightmare could go for the third. He knows it's there. Nice little catch. Literally, nice little catch, pun intended. 2 Adepts here could potentially get some work done. Charge going down for Nightmare. +1. Nice going into charge as well. He's going to skip blink because he can't get it fast enough. Going into DTs as well. Dark Templar incoming. With the charge lot and +1. And he's even getting photon cannons because Nightmare likes DTs too. So both these guys, little bits of DT aficionados. Enthusiast if nothing else, but I've seen both of them do some crazy stuff, but especially Nightmare has had some crazy PvPs with DTs. To a point where I almost wouldn't be surprised to see another one. Nightmare with his 4th base, though, could be a bit of a problem for Nice. The Adepts aren't scouted. The Zelnaga Watchtower is taken by Nightmare. Zealots are scouted here. The 2 Adepts are not. There's no photon cannon there. That would be kind of nice. For Nice, pun intended again. 2nd War Prism's already out. We have photon cannons. Let's take a look at how much detection and where it is out for Nightmare. It does have probes or observers going on each side. DT's trying to make their way in, but guess what? Unfortunately, the observer's there because he sees the other one. That's going to go down for Nice. With DTs, it's always nice to have all this Nice talk, guys. All right, DT splitting off here. Going into the third, there is a photon cannon, though. Oh my god, all the Zealots warping in here, too. Nice. Paying attention to the DT, but not his army. Ay. Big Daddy Immortals putting the pressure on. Force fields. Not really helping out Nice right now. Again, he couldn't get blink fast enough before is why he wanted to charge. I'm pretty convinced. I mean, in Asia and on the Korean server, I think a lot of the guys favor charge a lot attacks too. But at the same time, like charge a lot Archon. Same time, bit of a scrappy one. Nice. Really losing a lot here. Blink Stalkers helping the battery overcharge is good. Even if they're on equal upgrades, it's just not the army supply here. I think we might be seeing the beginning of the end, guys. Nice is trying to push in, but Nightmare just has too much. That 4th base stands. Look at how close it was to falling. This may be the end of it pretty soon. Don't blame him for hanging in there. This is a $600 tournament. This isn't the finals or anything. It's just the open qualifiers in some of the games. GD is called. Nightmare taking the last series at a 2-0. There is no upset here. There's no reverse sweep. He just is in it to win it. Guys, this is the Online Sports Championship. Master Cup, number 148. Please do me a favor and check out OSC. I'm going to open something up, actually, while we're into it. All right. So, to give you an idea, and I have to look at something here. So, I have some more info for you before I go. And thank you guys for hanging out again. I think it's safe to say we can call it before we're at 7 hours on a Sunday night in a day that I didn't plan on doing all this. It's still pretty sick. Sick. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the 13th year of the Master Cup. So I'm very thankful to Eddie and OSC for having me cast it. The unlucky 13. Should have snapped the fourth and got out. Yeah, that probably would be the play. The thing is, he'd have to snipe it with charge lots. He tried doing that, but he made too much of a fight. Can't blame him. In a way, that was a nail biter kind of points. But overall, 6 series. And let me pull this up too. Masters Cup. Now, winner of this gets some notability on the website too. Going in the Hall of Fame for the Masters Cup stuff. Let's take a look at the site. I'll show you guys. And this is all the OSC events for 2022. Max Pax was #1 champion of all of them for the year. Beyond #2. Going back, Zest was 2021. Clem, 2020. Cure, 2019. Going all the way back down. See, look at this, guys. We got Solar and Neeb and Bion and Solar again and Gumiho and Pig in 2013. But you can see here there actually were medals and everything else, but there's the World Championships and all different. Like, this is how much people get in. The amount of stuff in this is crazy. There's different awards for different things. And somewhere on here, all the way down, that's funny. Then there's King of the Hill. It's not the biggest one, but down here, all the way down here, this will be number 13. Winner this year is going to be up here, but look at all these guys too. We had some crazy ones. Cure, Huck, going back into it. Pilly did pretty good on some of these too, and all sorts of guys going back. Wow, even going back to Hero in the old days. A little, no. That was actually the last year's. What's the website? It's se2online.com. Right here, I'm going to send it to you. The exact link to it, Pashka and everybody. Thank you again, guys. Let's go out to raid somebody. Let's go raid somebody. You know what? Let's raid Ray Rain. I will catch you guys later. Yeah, Cristiano's a great dude. Let's go say hi to Mr. Ray Rain. Changing it up a bit. Catch you guys later. Ray Rain's been crushing it. He's actually been improving a lot. Really good Protoss player. Check him out.